Assalamu everybody, how are you doing? It's me, Abdulaziz, Subrex Aziz. Well, here's the thing. This is not the thing. Here's the thing. The thing is, I picked up the topic. A topic really concerns everybody, in my point of view, concerns everybody these days, to talk about it, to look at it, to analyze it, and tell us the analysis of it. Maybe your analyzation is going to be different from my analyzation, but at the end of the day, we come up with different analysis, and then we compare your things and my things, and we can diagnose simply the disease, and then we pick up the medicine that, cure all ladies and gentlemen around the country. Well, the topic is frustration. That's the topic I picked up already, and I started talking about it. I want to make it in different parts, different episodes, to make it a little bit easier. So if you guys please check my channel. I don't really like saying check my channel, but I think this is the second time I talk about my channel, Aziz guys on YouTube. You can go there to see the episode on. I talked about frustration and well, what is frustration? What kind of frustrations we have in Sudan in particular. First of all, I don't want to generalize it. I don't like the generalization, as long as I'm not a professional talking about frustrations and why frustrations happens and why all these things. But as I said, from my point, as a simple guy, I have noticed this the 2-3 past weeks on young men and women faces. Maybe it's a result of a lot of things happening. If you can see the different transitionals going on in the government and different stuff, people came out from revolution, let's say, battle. They were fighting and they came out victorious. The battle was good, and then after you got victorious, you're supposed to have your title and supposed to have all things you demand, and you end up just putting yourself across, your hands across, and then watch some people determining what they want and what's supposed to happen and what not. And if you open your mouth, you simply find yourself in a prison. I'm sorry. All right. So here's the thing. Frustration. Before I define frustration, brothers and sisters, if I talk in general, I see in many countries a lot of young men and women frustrated. Frustration attacking everybody. But let me be a little and talk about Sudan in particular, and my people in Sudan and young men and women in Sudan, why they're so frustrated. Maybe we have a different reason. Other young men and women in other countries, they have a different reason. But in Sudan, we have our own thing. So what I notice, what I know, the frustration that I've seen nowadays, it's really worried me a lot and bored me. I'm so bored about that. So that's why you look at me like somebody concerned to talk about it. Frustration. Young men and women in Sudan are very frustrated. The ways of education are closed. The ways to many different business closed. The ways to different development closed. Every way take you away to good things nowadays is blocked. You only have to think about eat, drink. So you have no space to think about any other thing. And this is one of the reasons made young men and women in Sudan frustrated. Well, let me go about the definition that I love about frustration. Okay? Frustration, the definition of frustration. To be frustrated is a feeling of being annoyed and less confident. Being annoyed and less confident because you could not achieve what you want. Again, I repeat, the definition of frustrations. What I like, a lot of definitions, but this is what I love. It's a feeling of being annoyed. Being annoyed because you're not confident enough, or you look at yourself less confident to get what you want to achieve. To achieve something or to get what you want, then you feel frustrated as a result of that thing. And I think you guys know what I mean. What I mean. Young men and women in Sudan want to achieve a law, want to do a law, want to have a law, want to change, and the ways are blocked in front of their faces, so they can't go anywhere. No achievement. Then frustration attack their faces. That's the definition of frustration. The next episode, I'm going to talk about why, how can we tackle that, how can we find a way out, and what are the other ways that we can try to escape this cubicle life and discover a new way and be out of frustration, or a little bit reduce it a little bit of this. All right? Thank you very much for listening. God bless. Keep following. You will get a lot of things, because this is make it as an episode.